There is a game that every human plays. He plays a game without knowing that he is playing a game. The name of that game is survival. Those who are best at playing the game have mastered the game of survival and have survived for hundreds of generations. The kings and nobles of the past have mastered the game so much that all their children won the game just by the fact of being born. On the other hand, those who stop playing the game of survival are no longer among us. The game of survival has 3 important rules that everyone must follow if they want to win. The first rule of the survival game is to not recognize survival as a game. If survival is recognized as only a game, one will surely die and lose the game. In this survival game, nobody wants to be a loser and everyone wants to win. So every player of the game has to deny to himself that he is playing a game of survival. Just as the most convincing liar must lie to himself before lying to others, the best player of the survival game must deny that he is playing a game before he starts playing the survival game. The second rule of survival is that to ensure your survival, you must provide for the survival of others. When the survival of others depends on you, you become a more important player in the game of life. If you single-handedly ensure the survival of your organization or a country, then the organization or country will make sure that your survival needs are guaranteed. If you make others dependent on your survival, others will ensure your survival. That was how the kings and all the important people of the past survived. The third and last rule of the game of survival is that in the long run, nobody wins. Survival is only a temporary game. In the long run, our body will surely die. In the long run, we are all dead. But although our body dies, we want to survive the image of who we are. We want our children to survive, and their children, and so ad infinitum. Somewhere hidden within our children's being will be hidden the essence of who we are, who we used to be, and what we stood for. But eventually we realize that none of our children are immortal, and rather than survive through them, we have to give them the freedom to create themselves. We have to let our children play their own survival game and not ours. Sooner or later, we all must admit defeat. Maybe it's time to realize that survival is not the right game to play. Maybe we can all agree to play a different game where instead of everyone loses, we can all win. Who would be the creator of such a game? What would be the rules for winning? If you were not surviving, what game would you play?